Welcome Top Pro, this is Coach Carol Mazur, and today's Actionar coaching topic is overcoming goal barriers. A barrier keeps you from achieving your goals. Now these barriers can be internal, external, or both. So here's some examples of some common barriers. Many agents don't want to do the work that they have to do to become a top producer. I congratulate you for being here and doing your assignments because that's probably not your barrier. The second one is the conformity barrier. You want to do what everyone else does. Like everyone tells you what you should and shouldn't do. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, I tried that. So you let people defeat you. When if you looked at the statistics, you would see that, for example, everything that we do is proven to work by top producers. So if you're doing something and somebody says to you, oh, that doesn't work, I would guess that they simply just have tried it and they probably did it wrong or didn't put the effort in or the time to make it work. So it's not their fault, but they have something in their mind that tells them that you won't succeed. So conformity to what other people are telling you is a common barrier to success. Now, another one is the dependence barrier. If you start taking control of your life, you really don't have anyone to blame but yourself. If you don't do your assignments, or if you do them and you are just hard-headed and you want to do everything your own way, that can be a good thing to a certain point, but at the same time, there are some simple rules to business that are needed for success. So are you the type of person that blames other people? Because after this, you will be receiving all the accolades for everything that you do. Now, another barrier would be the lack of commitment barrier. If you aren't stimulated by your goals, like if you didn't do the exercise in goal setting number 1, then you're not going to be committed to achieving your goals because you just don't have that vision for yourself. Money is evil barrier. That is the biggest barrier that I find that holds agents back. It's the difference between somebody who drops out of the business and somebody who makes it in real estate. And it's this particular barrier. If you aren't comfortable seeing yourself with money, you are definitely going to have a hard time achieving. So the next step in overcoming barriers is you'll want to follow a plan. So the first step is to recognize your barrier. Is it external? Is it that somebody in your family doesn't want you to succeed? There can be so many of these barriers. Make sure that you take a moment and write down. In the end of this, we will write down what your barrier is. The first thing is to recognize it. Second, focus on the benefits of overcoming that barrier. For example, if I prospect, I'll generate leads, I'll make appointments, I'll get listings, and I'll close sales, and I'll take my family on vacation. Think about the benefits of overcoming the barriers that you have. Understand that the consequences, if you don't overcome the barrier, if I don't make some business calls, I'm not going to have any leads, I'm not going to have any contracts, if I don't send some mail or do some email marketing, whatever the action is, if you don't do it, think about the consequences. Next, develop a plan to overcome the barrier and do wealth building exercises. Recommit to your goals and look at your goal board, review your written goals. Write down what is your biggest barrier to success. Who or what holds you back? Is it something in your mind that is holding you back that you're not quite aware of? Because here's some common ones. Do you feel that money is evil? We've all heard the root of evil. If that is your barrier, how are you going to overcome this? Are you afraid to make business calls or speak to strangers? If you're afraid of making business calls and you want to run a business, it can be a little bit difficult. And if you can't talk to strangers and you only want to speak to people that you know, you may be ruling out almost 7 billion other people in the world. So just open your mind to be able to speak to the people in your center of influence and the people that you don't know yet. Let's be all inclusive. Include everybody in our business. Would you rather be poor than bother someone? I've seen this be a big problem for agents. They have gotten phone calls before and they say, oh, I didn't like being bothered by a salesperson, so I never am going to do that. Now, the truth of the matter is that, you probably don't even remember who that ever was that ever called you. So it really wasn't that big a deal that somebody called your house, but you've made it a big deal in your mind that, if somebody calls you, it's awful. Is that your barrier? Write down how you plan to get over your barrier. Here's an example of money is the root of all evil. Maybe take a moment to write some of the ways down that money helps children and people all over the world. Has it brought them freedom? Has it stopped children from starving? Or what have your donations and other people's donations done to improve the world? All of this includes money. Even Mother Teresa, she was always a great fundraiser to gather funds so that she could help people. Whatever charity you choose, I would definitely put a charity on your goal board so that you don't have a big disconnect in accepting money, because we are going to be doing a lot of training on delivering value, and value brings wealth. So here's some affirmations. I love money because it helps so many people live a better life. Or I plan to donate 10% of my income as I grow wealthy. And here's another affirmation. I'm healthy and wealthy and happy and loved. So create your own affirmations. First, find that barrier. Find what it is that's holding you back. How can I overcome that barrier in my mind? Whatever your affirmation is to overcome your barrier, start writing it down over and over and over again, and it will help you on the road to becoming a top producer.